Will I make everyone proud after this? Whether my future would just depend on this one exam, even this preparation has changed us a lot as a person. I wish someone would have advised me this when I was at your place. Hi, I'm Rishika, a second year dental student. And just like you all, even I have faced challenges while choosing that which field should I choose after NEET. Feeling scared, lost sometimes, and even confused. Especially wondering that whether my future would just depend on this one exam. Well, at that moment, I felt struck. Don't worry, you were never alone to feel this way. And that's the reason I'm making this video. Not to guide you that which medical course you should choose after the exam, but I feel that I wish someone would have advised me this when I was at your place. Before these cutoffs, these coachings and everything, somewhere we were the school students, right? And I guess that was a more easier part than this, of course. Some were toppers in their school days, some were just average, some were above average. Well, at that moment, everyone has a different identity, different strengths, and different dreams as well. Finally, in 10th standard, there comes a big pressure. You are going to have your boards this year, so just focus on your boards. Don't pay attention at any other thing rather than just your examinations for your 10th boards. And so we do, right? We completely shift our focus just to the board exams, ignoring everything that's happening around us, and suddenly we don't even get a time. One day we were just writing our last board exams, and the next day we are asked a question that what's next? Well, this question was really tough for a 16-year-old to answer practically. Not because we never cared about our dreams, but because maybe we were never prepared for this. And that's the time where the opinion begins. Everyone has answers, except the person who has to make the decision. And that's you. Some of us have even been asked this even before 10th standard. Of course, the competition is getting more tougher by the years. Students even start preparing for such competitive exams right from their 8th standard, sometimes from 9th or 10th, or even sometimes from 5th or 6th standards. Well, in this feeling, sometimes we feel that are we left too behind in this race? Because we never knew that we are going to be a part of it. Do you still remember the first day of your coaching? Entering into a new class with hundreds of questions in your mind, that whether will I be able to do it, will I be able to sit for so long hours, or will I make everyone proud after this? In the initials, of course, it was very tough for everyone to cope up, to sit for long hours at one place studying the same topics for hours and hours. We didn't even realize that when those 2 hours shifted into 4, those 4 into 8, and sometimes even more than that. And that gives you a reality check that this is not as easy as your school. And with time, we don't even realize that when are these questions just turn into doubts. Like with time, the question that will I be able to make everyone proud of me turned into a self-doubt that am I really enough to make everyone proud of me? We became so busy with our studies that we even forgot what we were before entering into this. We got distant with our friends, our relatives, cousins, and maybe sometimes our families. At that moment, we literally cut off everyone from our life just to focus on our studies. You might realize that even your lunch breaks were turned into your study sessions as well. Remember sitting on your study table at the time of lunch, studying more than having your lunch? Of course, maybe everyone has gone through that. From outside, it looks very simple for everyone. Like, you are just studying. You just have to sit at one place for hours. But internally, we know what we go through. The panic before every test, the fear of comparisons, the thought of losing ourselves a lot of times, the fear that will all my efforts would really come to work. We all have gone through this phase where we have not just prepared for the exam, but somewhere even this preparation has changed us a lot as a person. In the middle of this race, we all have gone through a lot of fluctuations. Say it, your scores in your exams, or sometimes even your emotional imbalances. because every test result either increased our motivation or just increased the doubt within. A lot of times I felt struck that even after giving 100% best in any of the tests, why am I not able to score a bit higher than the previous one? How are the toppers maintaining to be the toppers? Or at that moment, you literally find everyone superior and yourself inferior in front of everyone who is doing better than you. You are trying hard, everyone knows that, but just because you would never got a better result that you expected, you always had a doubt inside. Our parents, professors, our friends, and all our loved ones, they just made sure that we always stay motivated throughout this. They always said that they believed in us, but how can we explain it to them that their belief was in turn becoming a pressure on us? At this moment, everyone, whenever you're struck, whenever you're underperforming, everyone would just come to make you understand. Only a few would come to understand you. And even in that case, it is very tough to explain whatever we feel through words. It is something that it's just felt. It cannot be expressed through words. Eventually, somewhere it was not a battle against the physics, chemistry, and biology. It was a battle against your own mind. The final day of examination, when the 2 years of your hard work are going to be judged based on the 200 minutes that you're spending in the exam hall. Well, I've noticed one strange thing while writing the exam. Either you become completely confident after just solving few questions and maintain that confidence throughout the paper, or you start losing the hope, which will eventually let your entire paper get wasted. Those 2 years of hard work just going into vain just because you have lost hope in the initials. People think that the result is the turning point for the exam, but honestly, it is the moment when you write the exam where it decides that whether your result is going to be good or bad. Once the paper is ended, we just have that feeling inside that, oh, the burden is finally off the chest. After exam, literally everyone goes through the answer keys, the YouTube analysis, discussing the answers with your friends, calculating your marks. And the exam has ended in 200 minutes, but in our mind, it went up for days. After exam, the next morning I woke up. A big question arose. I gave my best, but was it enough for me to get a good MBBS seat? I know the range where I would score, but would the cutoff be in my favor? What if I don't get an MBBS seat? What if I hurt everyone who had expected so much from me over these years? How would I face myself if I fail? We do stay in the hope that things would go in our favor, but subconsciously there is a fear developing inside that what if they don't? Because for the last 2 years, we have become the NEET aspirant. And after that, we are just clueless that what we were without this dream. How can we forget the day of our result? That day, for some students, it could have been the best day. But for some, it turned out to be the worst nightmare. Something that they were not prepared for. Of course, they were all celebrated, whoever have got their dream college or they have got their expected rank. But what about the ones who could not? What about the ones who had given their entire potential but still could not make it? Just ask those students who have seen that faith, that hope dying in the eyes of their parents and their loved ones who have expected a lot from them. It is very tough to face them, knowing that they have expected so much from you and suddenly you come out a day breaking all their expectations. What about the person who had so many dreams of being an MBBS doctor, suddenly all those dreams just become shattered? What could be more tough for that person to face everyone as well as not able to face himself or herself in front of the mirror? Obviously, it was very tough to even make an eye contact with anyone who had so many expectations from you. What about yourself? Somewhere we never realized that we were so driven into this race that when we started expecting so much from ourselves. And the day when all those expectations break, nothing was left with us but just those broken expectations and dreams. What could be more hurtful than breaking your dreams, watching them break in front of your eyes? Well, you were never blamed for this. No, you will ever be. But that day, this one question was there in the mind of every single aspirant who has not made it. That okay, they might have killed the expectations, dreams, hopes of everyone, but what about them? That night, the future of so many students was just a question mark. Maybe you have started thinking that what people would say, what will I do now, or was all of this for nothing? If that's you, then please hear me out for some few minutes more. Because at once, I was sitting exactly where you are today. I know how heavy this silence feels. I know how it feels to avoid everyone and every question that was pointing towards you. I know what it feels like when one exam makes you completely question about your own worth. But today, standing on the other side of the journey, there's one thing that I wish that someone had told me when I was at your place. Because after all this, it really took me time to heal out of it. So I just want to say you all that your result was just a result. It never defined you what person you are. It's not your identity. It just tells you that how you have performed in a particular exam. It does not describe what you are. Your identity would never get lost just because of one exam. We all have heard that quote, right? That one result cannot define your worth. It seems very simple to say, but when it comes to accept it, it's actually very tough. Because in that moment, you have not forgotten the quote. It seems very difficult to believe in that anymore. So let me just remind you of something that you have forgotten. Throughout your entire journey, there were days when you had no one beside you who believed in you, but you always did in yourself. There were times that you have cried a lot at night, but still had the courage enough to wake up the next morning with the same motivation and determination and just to go back on your table to study. There were also days when nothing made sense, but you still kept going. So, after fighting all throughout these hard situations, do you still think that this one exam would define your entire worth? Never. An exam can just measure your score. It can never measure the discipline, the sacrifices, or the person you have become throughout this journey. So it's just a reminder that please do not hold a regret that you were never enough for this. Don't spend rest of your life thinking that you were never worth for it or you were never enough for it. Maybe your result was not enough for your dream, but that doesn't mean that you are not enough for yourself. I know right now it is very easy for me and tough for you to believe. But trust me, one day even I was at your place feeling struck this way. And that's the reason I am here today for you. Because I wish someone would have told me these exact words when I was at your place. I just want to say you all that I am proud of you. Not because of your rank, but because I know how hard it was and still how firmly you have stood by all the situations. Just try to accept yourself, not as a loser, but as a fighter who has always given their best. Just give yourself a bit time. Trust me, you will grow beautifully after that. Just try to accept everything. I know it is tough, it will take time, but surely one day it will. Just try to understand yourself. Don't run away from your own thoughts. Don't let your overthinking overpower your thoughts. I know right now there is a lot noise inside you, but trust me, rather than ignoring it, just try to hear it once calmly. Just want to conclude it by saying that before choosing any field in your future, make sure that you choose yourself first.